Going back live on YouTube.
Then don't go into the breakout room, Ms. Burton. I apologize. You should be out here now.
Okay, thank you.
Attorney Worbley, are you ready for your client too? Because I can bring him out.
Yeah, we were ready, Judge. I just had an opportunity to discuss the settlement with Mr. Goss. I think we're ready to go.
No, it's Latifah, Attorney Worbley. They think we sound alike.
Yes, that was. It's been one of those mornings, Judge. I know you know how that goes.
That is not me, though. You're not talking to me. You're talking to Latifah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, Latifah. I didn't mean to give you that promotion.
It's all right.
I'm sure she'll accept it.
In Mr. Warbling's defense, I'll say this, Judge. The distance that you're at, I can't see when you're talking.
Mhm.
Oh, and my head is usually down
Your
too.
head, well, your head, we see your head move, but I can't tell who's talking because we can't see your mouth move. It's so far away.
We thought that you could tell our voices apart. No. Okay. At least we don't look alike. Okay.
It wouldn't matter. We can only see one of you.
You can see me. All right, now calling Cynthia Sade Burton, ticket number SP1366595, count 1, in the park after hours, count 2, disorderly conduct. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Good morning, Your Honor. Sean Mansour on behalf of Ms. Burton, who's appearing by Zoom. Cynthia, please state your first and last name for the record.
Cynthia Burton.
One moment, Counselor, we're just waiting for the officer to come back into the main session.
No worries, Your Honor. Take your time.
We'll give him a couple seconds and then we'll proceed without him. I'm assuming that you came to an agreement.
Okay,
We did come to a settlement, Your Honor. Yes.
So Officer
Herman.
Officer Herman, we're on for Cynthia Burton. Would you like to state your name for the record?
Yes, Officer Kyle Herman for the City of Detroit Police Department.
Thank you. Okay, so today is the date and time set for a trial. Are we proceeding with trial in this matter, Counselor?
No, Your Honor. We have reached a resolution. I've had an opportunity to speak to Mr. Goss. He's made a fair offer, which Ms. Burton will be taking today with the court's permission, of course. He's offered her to plead guilty to the disorderly charge, dismiss the after hours charge, and if the court will allow, this will be a delayed sentence.
Is that a 12-month delay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Ms. Burton, you don't seem like I know I'm judging, but you don't seem like the type that would have had disorderly conduct in public, ma'am. But did you understand, you talked to your attorney and you understood your rights today?
Yes, I do.
And did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea?
No.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes.
And are you pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
Yes.
Okay, will you raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm that the testimony that you give today will be the truth and the entire truth?
Yes.
Counselor, would you like to voir dire your client or?
Yes, Your Honor, I would do that. May I just ask you what the date of the incident was? I don't have that in front of me.
Absolutely, it was June 3rd, 2022.
Okay, very good. Thank you. If I may start, Ms. Burton, were you in the city of Detroit on 11/3/2022?
6/23/2022.
I apologize. Ms. Burton, were you in the city of Detroit on 6/23/2022?
Yes.
And at that time, did you encounter an officer?
Yeah.
Did you now enter into a verbal altercation with that officer?
Yes.
Did that altercation cause you to be disorderly in public?
Yes.
Is that sufficient, Your Honor?
Yes, the court is satisfied. and will enter a guilty plea on behalf of Ms. Burton for disorderly conduct. The city, in the park after hours ticket will be dismissed without prejudice. Ms. Burton, I'm going to place you on a 12-month delayed sentence. That means that for this disorderly, if you come back in 12 months without having had any contact with police, any more tickets, that this matter will be dismissed at that time. And I'm also gonna assess a fee in this matter of $200.
Thank you, Your Honor. Are you sentencing right now, Your Honor?
I am just assessing the fee at this time.
Okay.
You were sentencing.
May we proceed to sentencing? I'm not sure if Your Honor is responding. The video is lagging.
I am. You can go, we can proceed to sentencing.
Thank you. Sorry, Your Honor. Just a few words about my client, Your Honor. Miss Burton has absolutely no criminal history. She's a great young girl, like you assumed. She actually works for me, and she's been great to deal with. This incident, she regrettably, obviously regrets. I don't want to get into too many of the facts of the situation, but it's unlike her character, totally outside her character. She's a great young person, and I think she's going to be a great probationer for you, Your Honor. You'll see her in 12 months. I understand that I'm pretty confident this matter will be dismissed in 12 months, and you won't see her in any altercations with any police enforcement.
I am confident that that will happen. I really don't even see this, but I know that could be deceiving in either way. But Ms. Burton, I just encourage you to stay on this path, stay with your attorney, stay working there. That's what your career path is. Obviously, that will do great things for you. I've made mistakes as a young person. I was able to overcome those mistakes and become a judge. So you just stay on the right path and learn from those mistakes now. Change the number one thing I had to do is change the people who I was hanging around. Okay? Because that will be the biggest downfall for you. If you're hanging out with people who don't aspire to do anything, you're going to end up finding yourself not aspiring to do anything.
Absolutely.
Right? So I'll see you in 12 months, and I am confident that you will. And the fee, I'm sorry, is the $200 fee that you need to pay before the 12 months. If you can pay that within 6 months, I'll entertain an early dismissal counselor.
Okay.
That'll be great, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right. Have a good day.
Everyone have a good day. Thank you.
You too.
Okay. 6 months is paid.
Okay, Officer, Herman, I'll put you back. Wait, never mind. You might as well stay there. Never mind. I think your person is out. Your second person is out. Never mind. Just stay there. Attorney Werbley, you ready?
Yes, I am. Thank you so much.
Pronounce your client's last name for me, please.
Judge, I think my best guess, Judge, is Bacchus.
You don't know either. One
You
second.
know,
Let me find.
I should. You're right. I should. I'm embarrassed to say.
Are you sure it's not Bakri? Bakri?
No, my client's first name is Tamim, Thmim.
Look at, I think you might have. Just take your bar away from you.
Judge, they're in a breakout room. I'm trying to bring them out right now.
I'm trying to too, and they're not coming out.
Okay.
BAKSH.
We have a little bit of time since I can't. Since the time.
I did lock the rooms at a certain time. I need to open it. Log back
Are they
in.
out now?
No. Attorney Tim, can you go and get them?
Yeah, I'll go get them. Hold on.
Mr. Polk, have you had an opportunity to talk to Ms. Cole yet? I know she responded to my email. Let me see what she said. Ms. Cole is locked out.
The meeting was, I just opened it. Tell her, come on. I just opened it.
She went off. Mr. Polk, do you want me to state the offer over the Zoom?
I'm sorry, Judge, you said that there is an offer?
So there is an offer. Do you mind if I state it over Zoom?
No, I don't.
Okay, so Ms. Cole did try to check back into the courtroom, but the courtroom is now locked. So she wasn't able to get in, but she spoke to the trooper and he would agree to impeding.
Okay,
Okay?
all right,
Anytime.
let me speak to my client.
Okay,
All right, and thank you, Judge, I appreciate it.
no worries. All right, are we ready to proceed on Bach?
Did he leave?
Yes, we are, Your Honor.
Mr. Bach, will you turn your camera on, please? Is it Mr. or Mrs.?
Hi, Judge. Good morning.
Good morning, all right. And will you pronounce your first and last name, please?
Yeah, first name is Tahmim, last name is Baksh.
All right, now calling the People versus Tamim Bosch, ticket number SP 143-74801. Count one, disregarding red signal. Gotta be something more. Count two is equipment violation, improper or unauthorized equipment. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ben Werling, P64889, on behalf of Mr. Baksh.
And Mr. Box has already stated his name for the record. Today is the date and time set for a formal hearing. How would you like to proceed, sir?
So, Judge, I did have an opportunity to speak with the city attorney representative. I understand the officer is present, ready to testify. Mr. Goss agreed to dismiss the improper equipment, amend the disregarding red signal to blockading traffic, which carries no points, will not go on Mr. Baksh's driving record whatsoever. I believe that's what Mr. Baksh wants to take advantage of. Is that correct, sir?
Yes.
Okay, is the officer still here present in the courtroom?
I'm
And
not
not in the wait for my,
seeing him as Officer James Kressner.
Yeah, he checked in this morning.
okay, he did check in. Okay, and I apologize, Mr. Worthing. So what is the offer?
Blockading to the moving violation, dismiss the improper equipment.
And Mr. Box, you are okay with the plea, you're willing to plead to the civil infraction of blockading?
Pardon, Judge.
You're willing to plead to the civil infraction for blockading?
I didn't understand what is.
Are you pleading responsible for the civil infraction of blockading?
Yeah.
You had an opportunity to talk to your attorney, he advised you of your rights and you understood those rights, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so the court will enter a responsible plea to blockading, dismissing the equipment violation without prejudice. The blockading fee is going to be $175, Mr. Botch. Can you pay that within the next 2 weeks?
Can you give me 4 weeks because I am broke now. Sorry.
Yes, Mr. Botch. I can give you until May 11, 2023. Does that work?
Okay, thank you so much.
All right, we understand.
Yeah.
So that's $175 that's gonna be due by May 11th. If you do not pay it by May 11th, then I expect you to be back here on this Zoom on May 11th at 8:35.
Okay.
You
I have
are-
to, yeah, I have to another hearing on May 11th if I don't pay.
Say that one more time.
Yeah, so I don't need to, if I pay before May 11th, so I don't need to show on court.
No, if it's paid in full by May 11th, you do not need to show back up in court at all.
Okay, thank you so much, Judge.
Thank
If
you,
not,
Judge.
you or your attorney do need to be here on that morning at 8:35 if it's not paid.
Gotcha. Okay.
Got it?
Thank
All
you.
right. Good luck.
Good luck.
Thank you,
you.
Your Honor. Have a great day. Mr. Box, I'm gonna give you a call.
Okay, thank you.
All right, House Counsel, I see a lot of people on screen. Is there any particular order that let's proceed in?
Certainly, Judge. Let's, oh, I'm sorry.
We got two more left. We got Larry Polk.
Poke, are
Oh,
you
yeah.
ready to?
Yes, Judge, my client needs to be brought back in. He is accepting the impeding.
Attorney,
Colonel Connor, are you here on a private, on a retained matter?
yes. Attorney Joseph. Joseph. We need you to say something so we don't put you at the end of the line. Do you hear us? Okay, he can't hear us.
Is there an attorney on the Brian speaking?
Yeah, that's Larry Pope. Uh-huh. The trooper. Oh, I'm trying to pull out, Stephen Bryant now. Now we're the trooper.
Dang.
Smith, yes.
Mr. Polk, we're trying to get your client to come out of the breakout room now.
All right, thank you, Judge.
Well, he's not coming out.
Mr. Polk, will you go back?
There we
into-
go. He's
Oh,
out
okay. Mr. Bryan, please turn your camera on, sir.
Okay.
Now calling the People versus Stephen O'Neill Bryan, ticket number SX41475451. One count of, I'm sorry, one count of violation of basic speed law. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Your Honor, may it please this honorable court, Larry Polk on behalf of Steve Bryant, who is present by way of Zoom, gives his consent and permission to have this hearing by Zoom. Mr. Bryant, state your name for the record, please.
Yes, I'm Stephen Bryant.
And Trooper, will you like to state your name for the record, please? Trooper Smith, unmute your phone and state your name for the record.
Trooper Dane Smith.
Today is the date and time set for a formal hearing. Mr. Polk, how would you like to proceed?
Well, Judge, it's my understanding there has been an offer made to my client of an amended charge of impeding traffic, and at this time, my client would like to accept that civil infraction.
Okay, and Mr. Bryan, you had an opportunity to talk to Mr. Polk in the breakout room, and he advised you of your rights. Is that correct, sir?
Yes, I have.
And you would like to plead responsible to impeding?
Yes.
Okay, the court will enter a responsible plea for impeding. The fee in this matter would be $175. Mr. Bryan, can you pay that within the next 2 weeks?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so it'll be due on April 25th. If you do not pay it by April 25th, then you need to appear on the Zoom on that morning. At 8:35 a.m. That's only if it's not paid.
Okay, so what would I call the county clerk's office to make the payment?
You can go to 36districtcourt.org and pay it online, or there's a list of kiosks available there. You could also pay it in person at 36 District Court. If you want to drive down, there's a kiosk out front, or you could pay it at the cashier's desk.
And if I was to pay it online, I just put in the ticket number.
Yes, do you have it?
I think is it X 414-7545?
Yes, SX 414-75451.
Okay, 51. Okay.
Thank you very
Okay.
much, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Thank you.
You
Have
and
a good
staff
day.
have a great day.
All right, thank you.
As well.
Everyone have a safe day. You have a safe day, Your Honor.
All right.
Thank you. Your Trooper, you have a good day.
Your Honor, this is Attorney Pernicano on the Damar Brown matter. How are you today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good, thank you. Is there an offer in the file?
I don't think so. I'll look, but I doubt it.
Mr. Goss came in the room. He's in room 1 to speak with the attorneys.
Oh,
Mr.
could you
Goff,
put me in the breakout room with him?
breakout room number 1.
Okay, I'm not house counsel, so I don't know if I have access to move myself.
Oh, that's right.
I'm putting you in there now, attorney.
Thank you.
Who was your client again? I'm sorry.
Damar Brown.
Damar, that's who it was. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Is both house councils on, or do we have both Mr. Malafide and?
I'm here. I was just waiting.
What about Ms. Galen Robinson?
She probably is talking to somebody, Judge, but I have plenty of people we can talk to or that we can go through in the meantime.
Will you call the ones that have the officers on first, if those are yours?
Sure. I can get rid of the largest amount of officers by doing Miss Bridges' case.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay.
Asking you shall receive, Judge.
Thank you. Are all of her officers here, the ones that did appear this morning, are they in the courtroom now?
I don't know if they're physically in the courtroom right now, Judge, but we can call all of them out.
We will. Madam Clerk is gonna do so.
Okay.
Go to room 1. You in there already. It's an attorney.
And then, Judge, in the meantime, I know that we stopped. I'd have to look at the record again, but I think that you were down 12 tickets when you stopped. So I want to get the rest of those into the record, starting 12 down.
Oh, are we doing Nicole Bridges or Latrice Bridges?
Nicole Bridges, Judge. I thought you wanted to get rid of the most amount of officers.
I should have known that was the one with, that we were talking about.
Yep. It's actually going to be a very easy plea, Judge. It's just reading them all on the record, I suppose.
I'm not gonna reread these all. I'm just gonna read the probably the first case number and that's it.
Yeah.
But
we'll waive the formal reading, Judge.
Thank you. It's 22 in total. Are they all now here?
It's just,
Doesn't look like it.
It's only one officer. It looks like some other ones must have left. I had one of the officers here.
Yeah, we had quite a few. I know the ones that we're pleading to. That officer was here, Officer Grow. And then obviously there are many others, but
Corporal Spidell, I'm here for.
yes,
Okay,
thank you, Corporal. Yeah, it's a long list. We know you're here. We know Corporal Bennett's here. A couple of others. We're going to make sure that you're read into the record when the time comes. Thank you.
Now recalling the People versus Nicole Bridges, lead ticket number U905-37812. One count of curfew violation. There is a total of, I believe, 22 cases in this matter. Most of them were read into the record prior to. Please restate your name for the record.
And thank you for recalling this matter, Your Honor. Tim Malafite, on behalf of Ms. Bridges. Judge, we would waive the formal reading of the remainder of the tickets. Ms. Bridges, please state your name for the record.
Nicole Bridges.
Your Honor, today is the date and time set for trial in these matters. We have a large amount of officers that are here. There is a recommendation that has been put forth for an officer that I do not believe is no longer present, but was here previously. That would be for Officer Grow. Judge, the recommendation that has been put forth is that she will be pleading to 2 counts. One would be the amended count of failure to display, the other being an amended count of improper plates on Officer Grow's. All other tickets are being dismissed.
You said amended to improper plates or as is? As
If it's
charged?
written as a judge, I'd have to look real quick and see Officer Grow's tickets. Let me confirm and see if there's, yes, no, it is not. It's not an amendment on the improper plates. No, Your Honor, that's correct.
Okay. One amended to failure to display and one as charged to improper plates, is that correct?
Correct, yes, that's accurate, Your Honor.
And the rest of these 20 matters will be dismissed?
That's accurate, yes, Your Honor. We did want to make sure that the officers that are here, that they get to state their names for the record.
Absolutely, thank you. Are there any officers who would like to state your name for the record on the Nicole Bridges matter?
Corporal Spidell, Batch 402, Detroit Police Department.
And Van Sickle, did Van Sickle or Kutcher come out of the weight room, Layman? Okay, everyone else is left? Okay, Ms. Bridges.
Your Honor.
Do you,
She's on the record.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Ms. Bridges, you recognize how good of a plea agreement your attorney worked to get for you today?
Yes.
And you're starting out with a clean, like you're getting ready to start out with a clean slate. So make sure you take advantage of it. I don't know what your most recent ticket date is, but this is absolutely ridiculous. Ridiculous. So I am going to, first of all, ask if you have had an opportunity to speak to Attorney Malafite in the breakout room. He advised you of your right.
Yes. And I had tried to get my driver's license, like you said, from our last court date. And I had got a application denial order until on March 28, 2023. They said I wouldn't be able to get my driver's license until hold on, till June 1st, 2025. They gave me an appeal letter as well for you to fill out if I wanted to file an appeal.
For me to fill out?
I don't know. It's a request for appeal to the office hearing and administrative oversight.
So I do urge you to fill that out. It's for you to fill out. If you want to appeal the decision, you should in fact appeal the decision to try to see if they will give you your license sooner. However, if they choose not to, that's one of the consequences of this. That's your consequence of this right here. You looking at, are you looking?
Yeah.
So, but that doesn't mean that you can continue to drive. That means you gotta call a friend who has a driver's license and let them take you somewhere, or you call an Uber or Lyft. That doesn't mean that you continue to drive because they are not giving you your driver's license. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. But you did have an opportunity to talk to your attorney. He advised you of your rights. Is that correct?
Yes.
And you understood your rights, right?
Yes.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea today?
No.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes.
And you're pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
Yes.
Okay. Can you raise your right hand for me? Do you swear affirm the testimony you give today will be the truth and the entire truth?
Yes.
Okay, you can put your hand down and give me 1 second. 1, 2. All right, so Ms. Bridges, I'm gonna turn your attention to June 3rd, 2021. Were you driving a 2011 Gold Chevrolet?
Yes,
And were you in the area of Chalfont and Piedmont in the city of Detroit?
yes,
And did you come in contact with Detroit Police Department on that day, ma'am?
yes.
Did you have the proper plates on the vehicle on that day?
No, I believe I had a sticker because I just got the car.
Satisfied, counsel?
I'm satisfied, yes.
The court is also satisfied and will enter a guilty plea for the improper plate ticket number ending in 7587. And then Ms. Bridges, on that same date, were you also, I believe it was, driving on a suspended license?
Yes. Well, I never
Okay.
received my license, but yeah, I guess, yes.
Mr. Malachi, are you satisfied?
Again, I'm satisfied, yes, Your Honor.
Court is also satisfied and will enter a guilty plea for the failure to, for an amended charge of failure to display on count one, ticket number ending in 7586. All the remaining matters in this case will be dismissed without prejudice. Ms. Bridges, for these two tickets, you are going to owe a total of $440. That's $220 each. Are you working currently?
No.
Would you like to do community service in lieu of paying the
Yeah.
ticket?
Sure. Would you, will I be able to get a list sent out for community service, or that would be something I would have to do on my own?
I'm gonna give you a phone number. You're gonna also check the clerk, your phone number so that she can give you or have them contact you over in the Department of Probation, Community Service Department, but their phone number for you to take down. You have a pen?
Yes, I'm getting one now. Okay, I have a pen.
Phone number is 313
313
965
965
8130.
8130. Okay.
You're gonna do 44 hours of community service in lieu of the $440 that you would owe to the court. I'm gonna give you 90 days to get that done, so you will report back here on July 11th, 2023 at 8:35 a.m. No, I'm sorry, that'll be at 9 a.m. I'm sorry, I apologize. It's at 9 a.m. for a review hearing.
Okay.
Make sure you have proof that you complete, well, probation will give us proof that you completed those hours, and at that time you'll be done.
Okay.
Okay, you are free to go, ma'am. Good luck.
Can you chat me your phone number, ma'am?
Okay.
We need your phone number
Ms.
before you
Bridges,
go.
Make sure you send your phone number first.
Okay, my phone number is 6.
Wait, no. We are live on YouTube. You are not giving the whole world your phone number. Chat it.
Okay.
You know how to chat on the phone? Are you using your phone?
Yes.
There's a chat button. Go to chat and chat WC. Go to the WC CR335 and send her your phone number.
Okay.
All right. You have a good day, ma'am.
Thank you. You too.
Mr. Pernatano, who are you ready for?
I'm ready on Demar. Oh, I apologize, Sharon. Did you call Attorney Pernicano?
Yes, I did.
I'm prepared on Demar Brown. He's accepting the offer in the file.
There's an offering. Hold on one second.
I'm checking my notes now.
Mr. Pernacano, there's 2 offers in the file and neither one is for today's date. Are you gonna tell me what the offers were?
My understanding was for the driving offense to be pled down to amended to a failure to display, pleading guilty to a failure to display with a dismissal of the alcohol-related offense.
Okay. So he's only pleading to the 1 charge.
Yes.
Is he out of the breakout room?
It's another officer here, McCree is here for that case.
Okay, let me bring him out. What breakout room number was he in? Do you remember?
Yeah.
I didn't meet with him in a breakout room. I spoke with him on the phone.
Okay.
Okay.
Mr. DeMar Brown, are you here now? No? Can one of the House Counsel go into DeMar Brown's breakout room and instruct him to follow the prompt to come to the main session? I sent the prompt for him to come to the main session, if one of you can hop in there.
Hold on,
He's
Your
in
Honor.
breakout 32.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bring his officers out, because all his officers are here.
DeMar Brown. Is it just one officer, William?
Yes, just one. You're not coming
Is that coming back?
in.
Okay, was he in there, Ms. Malphite?
Yes, he should be out, Judge.
Oh,
DeMar Brown, I'm looking at it.
I apologize. It's a couple people on the screen. I don't see him. Mr. Brown, DeMar Brown?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, thank you, sir. Now calling the people versus DeMar Anton Brown, ticket number P1362880. Count 1, consuming alcohol in public. Ticket number P1254262. Count 1, driving while license suspended. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the officer. Corporal Williams.
Good morning. I'm sorry, I was in Judge Milhouse room also. Good morning.
Would you like to state name for the record?
Yes, good morning, Corporal Lamont Williams, badge 4198, City Detroit Police.
Okay.
Joseph Pernacano, P8. Joseph Pernacano, P8498, appearing on behalf of DeMar Brown.
Mr. Brown, will you state your name for the record, sir?
My name is DeMar Brown.
Today is the date and time set for trial. Mr. Pernacano, you stated that there is in fact an offer and you would like to avail, your client would like to avail himself of the offer to plead to failure to display, dismissing the other count or dismissing the other charge.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and Mr. Brown, you had an opportunity to talk to your attorney and he advised you of your rights?
Yeah.
Did you understand your rights?
Yes, I have.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea today?
No, they have not.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes, I am.
And you're pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
Yes, I am.
Raise your right hand. Do you swear affirm that? Do you swear affirm that the testimony you give will be the truth and the entire truth?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay, you can put your hand down for me. I'm gonna turn your attention to September 27, 2021. Were you driving a 2017 Hyundai?
Yes.
Were you driving in the area of Gratiot and Shane Street in the city of Detroit?
That's correct.
And did you come in contact with the Detroit Police Department on that day?
Yes, I did.
when asked to display to provide them with a valid driver's license, were you able to do so? I'm sorry, we can't hear you clearly.
No, I was not able to display a valid identification
Thank you.
card.
Satisfied, Counselor?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
Also satisfied. Do you stipulate to probable cause on the dismissal, sir?
So stipulated.
The court will enter a guilty plea to the amended charge of failure to display on ticket number ending in 4262, dismissing without prejudice ticket number ending in 2880. The fine for the fees and fines for the failure to display, Mr. Brown, is gonna be $220. Are you working, sir?
Yes, I just got back to work this week.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you 30 days to pay that, okay?
Yes, that'll be fine.
So $220 within the next 30 days. If it's not paid by May 11th, 2023, you need to show back up here on this Zoom in court at 8:35 that morning.
Okay, that's fine.
Thank you. You are free to go. You're all set. Good luck.
Okay.
Have a good day, Your Honor.
You as well.
Thank you.
Thank you. I
Thank you.
apologize again too.
Thank you. Thank you, Corporal.
You're welcome.
And then Judge, I do have some pleas for ones that I do have officers on, so we can take care of more than one thing at once if the court wishes.
Absolutely. One moment. Okay, Mr. Malafide, which one did you want to go with next?
Charles Bates, I believe, has an officer judge, but that's just a plea to an FTD.
There we go. He's up now.
All right, now calling is Mr.
The officers.
Okay. Now calling the People versus Charles Monroe Bates, ticket number H00117862. One count of failure to display a valid operator's license not on person, ticket number P380959, count one, drove while license not valid or improper license. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Good morning once again, Your Honor. Tim Malafide on behalf of Mr. Bates. Mr. Bates, please state your name for the record.
Charles Bates.
Thank you, sir. Your Honor, there.
President that would like to state your name for the record, please. Officer. I think it's
Haywood.
Haywood. Okay,
In any case, Your Honor, there have been recommendations put forth. We'd like to take advantage of those recommendations. Specifically, he'll be pleading to one amended count of failure to display, and other counts are being dismissed.
He came out though.
okay, so, matter of fact, it doesn't do you any good to talk when I'm still looking for the officer. So can you repeat what the offer is?
Certainly, Your Honor, it's just a plea to a failure to display. The other counts being dismissed.
Okay. And Mr. Bates, you had an opportunity to talk to your counsel and he advised your rights, is that correct?
Here we go.
Yes, I have.
And you understood your rights?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea today?
No, they haven't.
And are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes, I am.
Are you pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
Yes.
Okay, Corporal Hayward, would you like to state your name for the record, sir?
Good morning, Your Honor. Corporal Hayward, badge 1004, Detroit Police Department.
Thank you. And so, Mr. Bates, will you raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm that your right hand?
Oh, my goodness. Thank you.
Okay. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give today will be the truth and the entire truth?
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
All right, you can put your hand down. Turn your attention to September 14th, 2017. Were you driving a 2006 Pontiac?
Yes, I was.
Were you driving in the area of Connor and McNichols in the city of Detroit?
Yes, I was.
And did you do something on that day to come in contact with the Detroit Police Department?
Yes, I did.
And when asked to produce a valid driver's license, were you able to do so?
No, I wasn't, Your Honor.
Satisfied, Your Honor.
Stipulate the probable cause on the dismissal.
So stipulated.
Court is also satisfied and will enter a guilty plea for the amended charge of failure to display on behalf of Mr. Bates. Mr. Bates, that fee in that matter is gonna be $220. Can you pay that within the next 2 weeks, sir?
No, I can't, Your Honor. I was just called at PS yesterday in the Eastern Market, and I'm currently being given my children. Their mother has had a breakdown, so I'll be taking possession of them within the next month or so. So
Okay.
I'm trying to get these licenses back. I can
Community
provide.
service would you like to do community service within the next month?
I don't know. I don't know how this case is gonna go. I'll be tied up with them, but I could definitely get this paid. I'll be able to pay it, but if you could just give me some time.
Okay, I'll give you until May 11th. If you can't pay it by May 11th, then appear back here in the Zoom at 8:35 a.m.
Sounds good, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Have a good day and good luck with your children.
Your Honor, Jonathan Brown would be my next one.
One moment. One second. Corporal, you're free to go. Corporal Hayward is still on. You're free to go. Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too. Thank you. Did you say Jonathan Brown?
Yes, Your Honor.
Faithful. It should be. Hold on, let me look at this.
Now calling the People versus Jonathan Adam Brown, ticket number SP 1410023, count 2, improper equipment, count 3, no insurance, no proof of insurance. Ticket number SP 1411031, one count of expired plates. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Good morning once again, Your Honor. Tim Malafide on behalf of Jonathan Brown. Jonathan Brown, please unmute, state your name for the record. You got to unmute, Mr. Brown.
Jonathan Brown.
Thank you, sir. Your Honor, there have been recommendations put forth at this time. We'd like to take advantage of those recommendations. Specifically, he'll be pleading to the 1 count of improper equipment, Judge. There's a dismissal for the registration and insurance, as I have seen valid documentation for those matters. Oh, and I apologize, Judge, as that is a civil infraction. We would stipulate to the face of the ticket.
Thank you. And Mr. Brown, you did have an opportunity to speak to attorney Malafide. He advised you of your rights. You understood those rights.
Yes.
And it's your desire to plead responsible to the improper equipment civil infraction?
Yes.
One moment, please. Mr. Malafide, there are some additional tickets.
Just
one.
one.
Just one additional ticket, one moment. For the record, the court will add ticket number SP 1410221, 1 count of failure to display a valid operator's license, not on person. The court is going to verify that Mr. Brown, if Mr. Brown does in fact have a valid driver's license. So, Mr. Malafide, would you like to begin on this matter?
I'm not certain, Judge, that I heard correctly. Was that a no? He does not have a valid license?
No.
He does not.
Okay. Yes, Judge, I think we'll have to recall this matter. I'll speak to Mr. Brown here in a moment, see what we can put together. Mr. Brown, for right now, I'm sorry, Your Honor?
No, that this matter was held, it's on the docket for tomorrow. We're taking it today, obviously, for obvious reasons, we're gonna do it today. So
Yes.
just let us know.
Yeah, absolutely, Judge. No, we'll be able to address it today. If I can just, I'll have an opportunity here in a little bit. I just wanted to make sure that we can clear some more folks. So for right now, Mr. Brown, you can go ahead and just stay there and we'll recall this matter, Judge. Thank you. Judge, in the meantime, I do have another one that I believe I had an officer on. That is a plea that is for Latrice Bridges.
Okay.
She's paid. Okay. Paid.
Just turn it on. Just a second.
No. Do you see? What's wrong? Oh.
They were on the right hand side.
Okay. Let's see. First count is up for today. Yeah.
266-2081.
Yeah, and then the second count is closed.
Just closed. She didn't pay it.
It's closed. She must have, or she, no, she paid.
She paid.
Yeah.
This week. Okay. What about? Count two.
Not too close? Oh, no, I just want to say, because I thought that's no, it's a different. Yes.
She got it.
Yeah. Okay. Come on.
Now calling the people versus Latrice Monique Bridges, ticket number P 113-7788. Count one, allowing unlicensed driver to drive. Count two, improper plate. Ticket number P 119-1953. Count one, driving while license suspended. Ticket number P 126-6208. One count of no insurance misdemeanor. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
To Malif on behalf of Ms. Bridges. Ms. Bridges, please state your name for the record.
Latrice Bridges.
Your Honor, today's the date and time set for trial in these matters. Judge, there have been recommendations put forth in this. My client will be pleading to the allowing a licensed driver to drive ticket as a delayed 3-month sentence. All other counts are being dismissed.
Thomas here. No. He's not.
And Mr. Malachi, I do apologize, because I know that you like to just go, but I'm looking for officers to make sure that they are.
No,
able
Judge,
to-
and that's fine. It's your courtroom. I don't want to.
So will you repeat the offer, please?
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Bridges will be pleading to the allowing a licensed driver to drive as a delayed sentence for 3 months. All other counts are being dismissed.
That's a really good offer. Ms. Bridges, you had an opportunity to talk to Attorney Malphite, and he advised you of your rights?
Yes.
And did you understand your right?
Yes.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea today?
No.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes.
And are you pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
Yes.
Will you raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give today will be the truth and the entire truth?
Yes.
Turning your attention to January, or you put your hand down, January 1st, 2021. Did you own a 2009 Chevy, silver Chevy?
Yes.
And did you allow someone who was unlicensed to drive that vehicle on that day?
Yes.
Satisfied, Your Honor.
Thank you, thank you. And they were in the city of Detroit. The court is also satisfied and will enter a guilty plea on behalf of Ms. Bridges with a 3-month delayed sentence. Ms. Bridges, you cannot have any contact with police during this time. No tickets, no misdemeanors or felonies during the 3 months period, okay?
Okay.
You'll appear back in court on July 11th, 2023.
I have a question, Your Honor. I actually have to see you again on the 21st of April.
One moment. Did you happen to mention that to Mr. Malafide at all?
No, I didn't.
Okay, one moment, please.
And I also have my license. So.
But thank you, Ms. Bridges. Yeah, their tickets weren't for your license, so I know. Yeah.
Do you have your insurance on the vehicle that was in question for your future date?
2000.
No, I'm no longer driving.
2009 Chevy?
No.
No. And are you aware of your driver's license are valid now?
Mine, they're valid. I have my driver license now.
Mr. Malachi, I would offer to dismiss the driver's license one because it is valid.
Obviously,
and then-
Judge, we've got no objection to that.
Right, and insurance, if we want to take this matter today, the insurance one she could plead to improper plate.
Ma'am, do you have any insurance now that's valid for the automobiles that you have or no?
No, I'm not even driving that vehicle anymore.
If what the judge is offering is to reduce it down to improper plates, which is a 0-point offense that won't affect anything, but you still would have to pay a fine. Generally speaking, that fine is approximately $220, but it's up to the judge. If you did that today, you could be done with it today. If you wish to, you wouldn't have to come back on that later April date. Is that something you wish to do or no?
Yes, but I need time. Yeah.
That's fine. You can talk to the judge about getting time, but that's fine. Judge, we
Okay.
can make a factual basis to that if the court has the tickets available.
One moment, I'm gonna read those two into the record for the, for the record, I'm gonna read those two in. We didn't eat our Wheaties this morning.
I put, it's the same, on the same thing. Thank you.
All right, so, for the record, we're adding ticket number SP 1415209, count 1, no license, count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. We are already on the record with Ms. Bridges. The court is going to offer to dismiss count 1 for the fact that she does have valid doc today, and then no insurance misdemeanor will be reduced to improper place. And you do wish to avail yourself of that offer, Ms. Bridges?
Yes.
All right. Did I already swear you in?
You did, Your Honor.
Yes.
And we already did that one. So on that, on the, it's February 3rd, 2023, were you driving in the area of Schaefer and West McNichols in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
You're driving a 2009 Chevy?
Yes.
And did the vehicle have insurance, proper insurance valid on that day?
No.
Okay. Satisfied, Counselor?
I'm satisfied. Yes, Your Honor.
The court is also satisfied and will enter a guilty plea for improper place, dismissing count 1. You stipulate probable cause on that dismissal as well?
So stipulated.
All right. So again, the 3-month delay sentence on the allowing unlicensed driver to drive, we're gonna assess a fee of $220 in that matter. And for the improper placement, Bridges, I'm gonna assess a fee of $190 in that matter. It's gonna be a total of $410.
Okay.
And we're gonna set the matter for review. It's already set for, don't worry about the date, your this month's date. We've eliminated that date altogether, okay? You don't have to show back up in April. You do have to show up on July 11th, 2023 at 9 a.m. for review.
July 11th?
July 11th at 9 a.m.
Okay.
All right, you're all set. You're free to go, ma'am. Good luck.
Of course, Your Honor. So this has to be paid by July the 11th before our hearing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
They all need to be paid by that date.
Okay.
And no police contact, as I already stated. No police contact within the next 3 months.
Okay. Thank you.
You are welcome. Have a good day.
You too.
And then, Your Honor, I have another trial so that theoretically we had an officer on for Naima Barker.
One moment, Mr. Malachi.
Apologies, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Malachi, who are you ready to proceed on?
Sorry, Naima Barker. Park after hours, Your Honor. She's gonna be pleading.
Say that one more time.
She's gonna plead.
She's gonna
Plead,
plead.
it's a delayed sentence.
Okay. Now calling the people versus Naima Akua Barker, ticket number SP 120-17841. One count in the park after dark or after hours. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Tim Malafide, on behalf of Ms. Barker. Ms. Barker, please unmute yourself, state your name for the record.
Naima Akua Barker.
Thank you. And I believe that there is an officer here. If there's an officer on Ms. Barker, if you could please state your name for the record.
Officer Kyle Herman, badge number 1920 with the City of Detroit Police Department.
Thank you, sir. Your Honor, there have been recommendations put forth in this matter. We'd like to take advantage of those recommendations. Specifically, my client will be pleading straight up to this ticket in exchange for a 3-month delayed sentence.
All right, Ms. Barker, you had an opportunity to talk to your attorney and he advised you of your right?
Yes.
And did you understand your rights?
Yes.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea today?
Yes.
Ms. Barker, are you paying attention to me?
I couldn't hear what you said. I'm sorry.
Okay, so it's important that you not just respond. Tell me that you can't hear me so that I can speak up, but you don't respond yes to things that you're not sure of, okay?
Sorry, ma'am. Like I said, I'm at work, so I'm multitasking.
Do you need a new date?
No, I would like to get this over with.
Okay, I would like for you to pay attention so that I can get my docket over with as well. Thank you. Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea?
No.
We'll reschedule you for a date that you can show up in person.
I just said no.
Okay, give her another day. I'm not doing this.
May 4th.
I just said
May
no.
4th. You can be here on May 4th at 9 a.m., ma'am, in person.
But ma'am, I just said no. Nobody threatened me.
You
I
have,
just
have a good day. Have a good day. We'll see you on May 4th. Mr. Malachi, who are we ready to proceed on?
Next, Judge, we can go to Jalen Brown.
Mr. Brown, are you ready to proceed?
Yes.
Your Honor.
I'm sorry.
Your Honor, Officer Herman. Before you start, will you need me for May 4th?
You can show up on Zoom.
Alrighty, I will be there. Thank you, Your Honor. You have a good day.
Thank you.
You have one more, right? Or did we do her? We did.
Oh, check. Okay. Now calling the people versus Jalen Larry Brown, ticket number P 1409533, count 1, tenant windows. Count 2, failure to display a valid operator's license not on person. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Tim Malafide, on behalf of Mr. Brown. Mr. Brown, please state your name for the record.
Yes, my name is Jalen Brown.
Thank you, sir. Your Honor, there have been recommendations put forth to have my client plead to the underlying civil infraction of improper equipment. The court has confirmed that Mr. Brown does have a valid driver's license. We would be moving to dismiss, or I believe it may actually be part of the recommendation, but we did confirm that, Judge, so we would be moving to dismiss based on valid documentation as to the failure to display.
So count 2 will be dismissed and he's clean responsible to the civil infraction.
That's accurate, yes, Your Honor. And we'd stipulate to the face of the ticket.
Thank you. And Mr. Brown, you did have an opportunity to talk to your attorney and he advised you of your rights and you understood those rights?
Yes.
And it's your desire today to plead responsible to improper equipment?
Yes.
Okay. The court will enter an improper equipment responsible plea on your behalf
Okay.
and assess a fee of $120. How long do you need to pay that?
Okay.
How long do you need
You
to
give
pay
me a
it?
week or two. A week or two.
Okay, I'm gonna give you until April 25th to
Okay.
make that payment. If you don't pay it on
Okay.
April 25th, then you need to appear here in this courtroom at 8:35 a.m. and ask for an extension.
Okay.
You have a good day.
You too.
Your Honor, I would have next would be Jawan Bird.
Now calling the people versus Jawan Goss Bird, ticket number 207-14242, count 1, drove while license not valid or improper license, count 2, no insurance misdemeanor, ticket number 194991161, 1 count of no operator's license on person. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Tim Malafide on behalf of Mr. Bird. Mr. Bird, please state your name for the record.
Jawan Bird.
Thank you, sir. Your Honor, there have been recommendations put forth. We'd like to take advantage of those recommendations. Specifically, he'll be pleading to the 1 count of failure to display. Other counts are being dismissed.
And there's no officers present in this matter?
No, not to my knowledge, Judge.
Okay.
Well, actually, no, hold on. I don't know. I don't think that they're here now. There was officers previously. I wanted to clarify that statement.
Got it. Thank you. All right, and the offer again is
Failure to display, Judge. Plead to the failure to display.
and dismiss the other remaining matters.
Correct.
All right, and Mr. Goss, you had an opportunity to speak to your attorney and he advised you of your rights.
Yes, ma'am.
And did you understand your rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea today?
No, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you raise your right hand for me, sir? Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give today will be the truth and the entire truth?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. You can put your hand down, turning your attention to June 11, 2020. Were you driving a 2006 Mercury?
Yes, ma'am, I was.
And were you in the area of I-96 and Grand River Street in Detroit?
Yes, ma'am, I was.
And did you do something that day to come in contact with Detroit Police Department, yes or no?
Yes, ma'am, I believe I was.
And when asked to display a valid driver's license by Detroit police officer, were you able to do so?
No, ma'am, I wasn't.
Satisfied, Counselor?
So I'm satisfied. Yes, Your Honor. We'd stipulate to probable cause in the other matter.
Thank you. The court is also satisfied and will enter a guilty plea to the failure to display, amended charge of failure to display, and dismissing the remaining tickets in this matter without prejudice. Mr. Byrd, the fee for the failure to display is $220. Do you have, will you be able to pay that within the next 2 weeks?
Yes, ma'am, I'll be able to make a payment tomorrow.
Okay, so I'll have it due in total, the total will be due by April 25th, 2023. If you don't pay it by then you need to appear on the Zoom and on this Zoom at 8:35 that morning.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Quick question, just to clarify. Now, once I make that payment, I will not have to return to a Zoom.
That's correct. As long as it's paid by April 25th, you do not need to appear.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too.
Your Honor, next I would have Devin Baker.
It should be that. Well, no, it should be one. It should be two, actually. Yeah.
Now calling the people versus, is it Devin or Divine?
Divine.
Okay, thank you. Now calling the people versus Divine Lewis Baker, ticket number SP 140795051, driving while license suspended, count 1. Count 2, littering, rubbish, trash, or abandoned vehicle. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Tim Malafite on behalf of Mr. Baker. Mr. Baker, please state your name for the record.
Divine Baker.
Thank you, sir. Your Honor, there have been recommendations put forth. We'd like to take advantage of those recommendations. Specifically, he'll be pleading responsible to the count of littering on that civil infraction. We'd stipulate to the face of the ticket, judge, and they'll be dismissing the driving license suspended, as we have confirmed that he does have a valid license through the court clerk.
Okay. All right, Mr. Baker, and you had an opportunity to talk to Mr. Malafite. He advised you of your rights?
Yes, ma'am.
And it's desire to plead responsible to the civil infraction in this matter?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. The court will enter a responsible plea on your behalf for the littering and rubbish civil. I will assess the fee in this matter. One moment. $170. Are you able to pay that within the next 2 weeks?
No, ma'am. Not in the next 2 weeks. No,
Can
ma'am.
you pay it by May 11?
May 11, yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'll make it due by May 11. If you do not pay it by May 11, then you need to appear on this Zoom at 8:35 that morning to ask for an extension.
Okay.
Okay, and then count 1 will be dismissed without prejudice, and you are free to go.
Okay, thank you.
Your Honor, with the exception of the gentleman that we found an extra ticket for, Jonathan Brown, that is basically everyone that I have. I can hand off to Ms. Gaden Robinson, talk to Mr. Brown, and then come back when there's another opening.
Thank you.
I'm ready, Your Honor. I was being nice.
Yes, you were.
Oh, and I think we're all gonna end up leaving at the same time anyway. Although,
Your
let's
Honor, if
get-
you hear some hacking and coughing in the background, that's my sick child, so excuse it.
Okay, well, let's make this quick so that you can be a good mother. What do we have? Which one do you wanna-
We have Miss Bradford. Miss Bradford, it looks like Miss Bradford's car is moving. Miss Bradford, you cannot
about
drive
to
and be
pull
on
over.
Zoom. You
I'm
have
about
to
to
pull
pull
over.
I am. I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Your Honor, in Miss Bradford's defense, she's been sitting in the parking lot at her doctor's office since 8:30. And she was there on the wrong day. So had I known, I would have had her go where she had to go and wait.
Same time, I understand, but I don't want you to get another ticket because,
I'm pulled over. I'm pulled over.
All right.
Your Honor, she's been made an offer to plead to 1 count of limited access, 1 to 5 over, and everything else will be dismissed.
Okay, one moment. So did she verify, well, did you verify that's on the insurance, is that?
Yes. She provided me with insurance for the date of the ticket.
Okay. Okay. Now calling the people versus Sabrina Marie Bradford, ticket number SP 1409267 1 count of no insurance misdemeanor. Ticket number SP 1409266, count 1 6 to 10 over, count 2 passing on right. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Attorney Phyllis Gayton Robinson on behalf of Ms. Bradford. Ms. Bradford, please state your name for the record.
Sabrina Marie Bradford.
Your Honor, Ms. Bradford has been made a generous offer to plead to 1 count of limited access, 1 to 5 over, and the other matters will be dismissed. She did have documentation of insurance.
Thank you. And Ms. Bradford, you had an opportunity to talk to your attorney and she advised you of your rights?
Yes, ma'am.
You understood your rights?
Yes, ma'am.
And you wish to avail yourself of the offer today and plead responsible to limited access 1 to 5 over?
Yes,
No?
ma'am.
So the court is going to enter a responsible plea on your behalf for the 1 to 5 over limited access, 0 points, but the fee in that matter is gonna be $125 if paid within the next 2 weeks. If it's not paid within the next 2 weeks, it will go up. It'll go up at least to 165. Are you able to pay that within the next 2 weeks, or do you need more time?
You said 125?
125 is paid within the first 2 weeks. If not, then it'll go up to 165.
Okay, I can pay it in the 2 weeks.
Okay, I'm gonna set this matter for review on April 25th at 8:35 a.m. But if you've made that payment, you don't need to appear.
Okay.
All right, so you're all set. You're free to go. All other matters will be dismissed without prejudice in this case.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. Y'all have a good day.
You too, thank you.
Your Honor, can we do Rodney Boast? We have officers here for him.
I would like to do all the ones with officers first. I'm sorry, and I should have done those even before Mr. Malachi's cases that didn't have officers. One moment. Although it wasn't very many. You said Bost, B-O-S-T?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Gaten Robinson, did you advise your client that there would be no head garments in the room, in the virtual
You know
courtroom?
what, Your Honor, I apologize. He was working outside and I knew he had his hood on. Mr. Bost, I need you to remove your do-rag from your, your head, your thing from your head, please.
Okay.
All right, now calling the people versus Mr. Rodney Shamar Bost, ticket number SP 125-94163. One count of failure to display a valid operator's license, not on person, ticket number SP 129-12901. One count of no insurance misdemeanor, ticket number SP 140. If we're gonna put you on mute, Mr. Boss, but you gotta unmute when I'm ready for you to speak. Only when I'm ready for you to speak. The court reporter needs to hear me when I'm speaking. I left off at ticket number SP 140-10951. One count of driver's license suspended. Ticket number SP 125-94116. Count 1. Improper plate. Count 2. No insurance misdemeanor. Ticket number SP 129-12902. One count of expired plate. Ticket number SP 140-10671. One count of no insurance. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Attorney Phyllis Gaten Robinson, P71733, on behalf of Mr. Bost. Mr. Bost, can you please state your name for the record?
Rodney Shamar, boss.
Your Honor, Mr. Boss has officers that are present. I believe one was present and left, but I think 2 are still present in the courtroom right now.
Officers, would you like to state your name for the record?
Officer Sanchez, Detroit Police Department, badge 3423.
There's a second officer here on the box matter. Mr. Box, I'm gonna mute you until it's time for you to speak again.
No problem, Your Honor. It was Officer Reeves. Your Honor, Mr. Boss has been offered a plea to 1 count of failure to display, and the other matters will be dismissed. He'd like to take advantage of that.
I bet he would. I spent half the time actually calling out his ticket. So that is a wonderful offer. Mr. Boss, you understand? You had an opportunity to talk to your attorney and she advised you of your rights. You can press unmute.
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry.
And you understood your rights? Did you understand your rights? Mr. Boss, did you understand your right?
I said yes, ma'am. I'm sorry about that.
You gotta, Mr. Boss, listen, I need you to hear me. You gotta pay full attention to the judge right now. This is your shot at the title. You do not want to have to physically come into court.
Okay.
That is exactly what I will do. Did you understand your right? When she advised you of your rights, did you understand your rights, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea today?
No, ma'am.
You're pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes, ma'am.
And you're pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give today will be the truth and the entire truth?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can put your hand down. I'm going to turn your attention to October 25th, 2022. Were you driving a red Chevy in the area of McNichols and Healy in the city of Detroit?
Yes, ma'am.
And you came in contact with Detroit Police Department on that day, sir?
Yes.
And when asked to produce a valid driver's license, were you able to do so?
No.
Satisfied, counselor?
I am satisfied, Your Honor.
Stipulate the probable cause on the dismissal.
We do so stipulate, Your Honor.
The court is also satisfied with factual basis and will enter an amended plea to failure to display on ticket number ending in 1095. We will set the fee in this matter of $220. All other matters will be dismissed without prejudice. Mr. Voss, will you be able to pay that $220 within the next 14 days?
Yes, ma'am,
Are you certain?
for sure. I'm at work
Okay.
now just to make sure.
That's not why you go to work though, so make sure you
No, I know,
stop
I'm just-
picking up all these tickets because I'm
I
sure
know.
you have children they like to eat.
I know, tell Officer Sanchez he a good dude, because he spent 10 minutes with me besides the ticket, he just talked to me for 10 minutes. Like, he a good guy.
He can hear you.
You a good
He
bro.
can hear you.
Buddy
So
pieces on me, man.
Thank you, sir.
You know it.
Okay, Mr. Voss, $220 is gonna be due on April 25th. If it's not paid by April 25th, then I need you to just pop in on this Zoom at 8:35 a.m. to ask for an extension, okay, sir?
Okay.
And all other matters are dismissed without prejudice. You are free to go.
All right, thank you.
He was a good dude because you got off really, really good on
I
today.
know. Listen, he said your license suspended. I said, nuh-uh, swipe it again, because my license is not suspended. I'm riding around suspended. I didn't even know. He spent 10 minutes of his time outside of the ticket.
We appreciate your service, sir. You have a good day. You're free to go as well.
Thank you.
All right.
Have a
I
good day,
appreciate it.
everyone.
For
You
real.
too.
Your Honor,
What's
I
next?
have Mr. Bartow. He's on the telephone. Mr. Bartow, if you could push *6.
Hello. Hello, how you doing today?
I'm doing well, Mr. Bart. Is it Bartow or both Bartow?
It's Bartow.
Bartow.
Yes, how you doing today, Judge? Everybody all right?
We're doing well. Thank you. One moment, sir, while I get your file.
Uh-huh.
Now calling the People versus Michael DeWitt Bartow. Ticket number SP 131-516-12. One count of no operator's license. Ticket number SP 141-32341. Count one license. No valid driver's license. Ticket number SP 141-32311. 321. One count of expired plates. Count two insurance. No insurance. Ticket number. That is it. Ms. Gator, would you like to state your appearance for the record?
Attorney Phyllis Gayton Robinson on behalf of Mr. Bartow. Mr. Bartow, can you say your name for the record?
Mr. Bartow, Mr. Michael, middle initial D as in David, last name is Bartow, B as in ball, ART as in Tom, OW.
Your Honor,
for
Mr.
trial.
Bartow has been made a generous offer as well, where if he pleads to one count of failure to display and one count of expired plates, the other matters and the original matters will be dismissed. Officer McCree and Officer Spidale are present for his matters.
Officers, would you like to state your name for the record, please?
Okay. Corporal Jamie McCree, badge 2865. Good morning.
Good morning. Was there another one? I'm sorry.
Officer Spidale may have logged out, Your Honor,
Okay,
but
no
he was here.
All right, so how would you like to proceed in this matter?
He is accepting the offer.
Tell me what the offer was again.
The offer is for him to plead to one count of failure to display and one count of expired plates.
failure to display. Mr. Bartel, you had an opportunity to talk to Ms. Gaten Robinson, and she advised you of your rights?
Yes,
And did you understand your rights, sir?
yes,
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea today?
no,
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
yes,
And are you pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
yes.
Raise your right hand for me, sir. I need you to
I
say,
did.
I swear or affirm that I need you to repeat after me. I swear or affirm that the testimony I give will be the truth and the entire truth.
I swear the testimony that I'm about to give will be the truth, and the entire truth.
Thank
You kind
you.
of broke up a little bit.
That's
Okay.
fine. You did just fine. On December 7th, 2022, were you driving a 2006 Buick?
Yes,
Were you driving in the area of Dexter Avenue and Lawrence Street in the city of Detroit?
yes,
And did you come in contact with Detroit Police Department on that day, sir?
yes,
The vehicle that you were driving, were the plates expired?
yes.
Satisfied, counselor?
I am satisfied, Your Honor.
The court is also satisfied and will enter a guilty plea for expired plates on behalf of Mr. DeWitt. On February 16th, 2022, were you driving a 2002 Pontiac?
Yes,
Were you driving in the area of Grand River and Burwood in the city of Detroit?
yes,
Did you come in contact with Detroit Police Department on that day, sir?
yes,
And when asked to produce a valid driver's license, were you able to do so?
no,
Satisfied, counselor?
I am satisfied, Your Honor.
Stipulate probable cause on dismissals?
We do so stipulate. Your
And
Honor, I
the
do
court-
have a special request with regards to the sentencing.
Okay.
Mr. Bartow was the victim of a carjacking attempt, was shot and was paralyzed. He is still in physical therapy and is not working. I would ask that in the interest of justice, the court consider waiving his fees and costs or giving him a substantial amount of time to pay his costs as he's still rehabbing from his injuries.
Okay. Mr. Bartow, first of all, I apologize. I don't apologize. I am sorry for what you're going through. I would have assessed a fee of $440 for both of these offenses.
uh-huh.
Mr. Bartow, did this occur prior to 2022? The carjacking?
Yes, it did. And I had a really bad nerve damage. I'm back into rehab. I was hitting the sciatic nerve and it came down.
Wait.
Listen to me. Are you still driving, sir? Are you still able to
No.
drive? Okay.
No,
Okay. So what I'm going to do is assess a fee of $190 in one of the matters. That's for the failure to display, and I will give you 6 months to pay that, and I will waive the other fee entirely.
thank you. I greatly appreciate it.
So
Mr. Bartow,
Yes,
you can pay that in partial payments, okay? So you have 6 months to pay $190, which is less than $35 per month.
okay,
Okay, you can pay it online at 36districtcourt.org, or you can send somebody to the DivDat machines where people go and pay their utility bills at, or you can physically go into the court. Just please make sure the whole total is paid by the date the judge gives you.
thank you. I greatly appreciate it.
October 11, 2023. If you don't pay it by then, you need to appear back here on the Zoom at 8:35 a.m., sir.
That October 11th?
October 11. That concludes your matter.
Thank you very much. Y'all have a good day.
You're welcome. Have a good one.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right, what else will we have?
Your Honor, Mr. Malafite was working with these other individuals. Give me one moment to see if I can catch up. There looks like there's somebody in room 5.
And I've got, you know what, I think, Ms. Gaten Robinson, I think I have everything under control at this point. So I do appreciate it. I think, Judge, we can move, we should be able to move forward with all the ones I have here. Torian Burnett, Judge, is, I believe, in no PO. I need the court to confirm, but I do have, when I looked, I did not see the officers present.
We're confirming.
Yeah, right now. You're correct, no officer.
Very good. So we can call that one.
Now calling the people versus Torian Cortez Burnett, ticket number SP 131428861, one count of no insurance misdemeanor. Also ticket number SP 129042811, one count of no insurance misdemeanor. Please state your appearance for the record.
Tim Alpine, on behalf of Mr. Burnett. Mr. Burnett, please unmute yourself, state your name for the record.
Torian Burnett.
Thank you, Mr. Burnett. Your Honor, today is the date and time set for trial in these matters. The officers have failed to appear. We'd move to dismiss.
Okay, the court has verified that an officer has not appeared in this matter. This matter was set for trial for 9 a.m. It is now 12:11 p.m. And Officer Rodriguez has not checked in. I believe there are several other officers who have not checked in. Therefore, this matter will be dismissed without prejudice. You are free to go. And thank you for paying your civil infractions already.
Thank you.
And then next, Your Honor, I did have an opportunity to speak to Jonathan Brown regarding the recommendation the court had put forth. He'd like to take advantage of that recommendation plea to the amend also the extra count of failure to display.
As a matter of fact, I'm gonna tell me the name, but don't tell me the plea until I have the file in front of me. I'm not gonna.
Apologies, Your Honor.
For the old one, but tell me the name again.
Jonathan Brown, Your Honor.
I know we're ready to go. We're all ready to go to lunch, but I can only move so fast. All right. And this is Jonathan Brown, scheduled for.
Page 35. Page 4. Thank you. Remember, we had to pull this up.
Right, now recalling the matter of Jonathan Adam Brown Jr., ticket number SP 141022232, one count of equipment violation, improper equipment. Ticket number SP 141022231, one count of failure to display a valid driver's license, not on person.
Tell him that. He all right. You don't have to come.
Ticket number I believe we added ticket numbers to this one, but I'm not entirely sure.
Just one thing. It's SP 141022231.
Okay, and then ticket number SP 141022233, no insurance, that misdemeanor. Ticket number SP 141-10321, expired place. Please state your appearance for the record.
Good morning once again, Your Honor. Tim Alpine on behalf of Mr. Brown. Mr. Brown, please state your full name for the record.
Jonathan Brown.
Judge, this is a recall. We had already placed the civil infraction plea on the record for the improper equipment. The court was kind enough to find, as the court has just mentioned, the remaining tickets, and there was a recommendation that had been put forth in regards to pleading to one count of failure to display and the remaining counts being dismissed. We would like to take advantage of that recommendation.
Okay, and Mr. Brown, you had an opportunity to talk to your attorney. He advised you of your rights.
Yes,
You understood your rights.
yes,
Anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea today?
no,
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
yes,
Are you pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
yes,
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give today will be the truth and the entire truth?
yes,
You can put your hand down, turning your attention to it's November 30th, 2022. Were you driving a 2005 Ford?
yes,
Were you in the area of Spinoza and Joy Road in Detroit?
yes,
And did you come in contact with the Detroit Police Department on that day?
yes,
And when asked to produce a valid driver's license, were you able to do so?
no,
Satisfied, counsel?
I'm satisfied, Your Honor.
Stipulate to probable cause on dismissal.
So stipulated.
The court is also satisfied and will enter a guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Brown for the failure to display. Dismissing the rest of those, we already went on the record for the, did I already give him the fee for the improper?
I can't recall, Judge. I think it'd be wise to tell him again what that number would be.
Okay. So the improper equipment, I believe it's $120. And then for the failure to display, I'm gonna set that at $190.
Wait.
Total of $320. Are you able to make that payment within the next 2 weeks?
no, I need 4,
You need 4 weeks?
yes,
Okay, it'll be due on May 11th, 2023. If you do not make that payment by then appear back on the Zoom at 8:35 that morning for an extension.
okay,
All right, you are free to go.
thank you so much, have a good one.
You too.
Your Honor, that would leave me, Mr. Brown, you're free to go. That would leave me with DeJuan Booth, who we were trying to consolidate his tickets. Unfortunately, I was unable to reach anybody
He's
to
right
reach.
here.
Oh, Mr. Goss.
Yes, sir.
Good morning, sir. I have the gentleman DeJuan Booth here. He only had one ticket that was technically scheduled today, but for whatever reason, they separated the other two, which, if I'm not mistaken, was a disobeying an officer's signal as a pedestrian, as well as Madam Clerk, help me out. The what was the second one?
Driving with due caution or something.
Yeah, undue care or caution. But I believe he's trying to get them done today. The other one was driving left to center. So it's those three. And those are odd enough that I'm not certain where you want to fall on those.
My biggest issue is the one regarding disobeying the officer's signal.
Okay.
So traditionally on those, we need to speak to the officer on that.
Okay.
Yeah,
so then maybe we should set it out.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's just set a trial.
All right. Let's get Mr. Booth. Mr. Booth, if you're still there, sir, if you could please unmute.
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, Mr. Booth, I do apologize for the wait on this. We were trying to get some things together, and I know that you were trying to get it done today, but I don't think that that's going to be feasible. We're going to have to give you, we're going to plead you not guilty today and get you a trial date so that you can get this done the next time that you're in, okay?
Okay, so just really fast. So I did the arraignment for these last month, and I had a trial date scheduled for tomorrow morning at 8:35 for 2 of these, and the other one was for today. And that's why I'm here now for the one that was for today.
If it's actually set for tomorrow, sir, then I don't think we have anything. You probably should just come back tomorrow, and what they'll do is they'll move this ticket, the civil infraction, because you're telling me they all happen the same date, time, and location, yes?
Yes.
Okay. If that's the case, sir, then I don't think that the court is certainly going to mind, because that doesn't mean that anybody else has to be
It's not
subpoenaed.
scheduled for trial tomorrow. I'm sorry, it's not scheduled for a trial
Okay.
tomorrow. It's a pre-trial.
All right, so Mr. Booth, this will set it off. We're going to actually set it for trial now for, I believe it would be May the 4th. Is that correct, Madam Clerk?
Yes. We are. That's what he was saying. Yeah.
All right. Are we ready?
We certainly can, yes, Judge. We can put it on the record.
Round two, you want to do that? Okay. Okay, so they just got split up somehow.
That was me. I did that.
All right, now calling the people versus Dwayne, can you turn your camera on?
Yes, I can.
Now calling the people versus DeJuan Trey Booth, ticket number SP 136-9454. Count 1, drove left of center. Count 2, pedestrian disobeying officer signal. Count 3, drove without due care and or caution. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Tim Alfie, on behalf of Mr. Booth. Mr. Booth, please state your name for the record.
DeJuan Booth.
Thank you, Mr. Booth. Your Honor, these tickets were separated. We want to try and consolidate them and get them all set for a trial date so that Mr. Booth can complete these. I believe that some of these were set for tomorrow, Judge. We would like to, as I said, consolidate them, set them out for May 4th and continue his plea if not guilty.
The court will enter a plea of not guilty and continue a bond in the matters that have already been set for $0 bond in these matters. And set for trial on May 4th at 9 a.m.
And Mr. Booth, for clarification, if I understand correctly, you won't have to show up tomorrow. It's all going to be on May 4th.
Okay.
That's correct. I have all three matters. Count 1 on the same ticket. It's count 1, 2, and 3. That will be set for trial.
Okay.
You are free to go, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too.
Everything I have, Judge.
What's going on with Bakri?
I could not say.
And then Corporal Dudley is still here on D Brown. Did we already do that one, Corporal Dudley? I think
we did. You just missed it.
I think you're free to go, Corporal Dudley.
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry if I missed it, but I've been here. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Your Honor, what name did you say? What's going on with?
Bakri, the trial.
I have no idea, but we can figure it out really quickly.
Yes, we can.
Corporal Bennett, you're here on the Bakri trial.
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you recall there being an offer on Bakri?
I haven't heard anything, Your Honor.
So no. Mr. Bakri.
Was he in a breakout room? Did he go in his breakout room and wait for someone to talk to him?
Did you come out of your breakout room without permission, Mr. Bakri?
I'm sorry?
You were placed in a breakout room. Did you come out of your breakout room on your own, or did someone tell you to come out?
I really don't know. It's just the telephone just flip out.
Okay, so the consequence of you not following directions is that now we're gonna be prolonged a little while. They are going to place you back into a breakout room. One of the House Counsel's attorneys are gonna come in and talk to you about your case. And then perhaps either give you an offer or we're gonna proceed with trial, whichever you decide.
Officer, can you go back to your breakout room?
Oh, I have to open them back, sir.
What room?
Mr. Bakri, do you need an interpreter at all, Mr. Bakri?
No, I understand, but what room? I don't know what happened.
One moment, we're opening the breakout rooms again. I know what happened. You left your breakout room without being told to, so we're gonna reopen our breakout rooms to put you back in one. You'll get a message to go into room 1. Go ahead. Thank you.
Well, Corporal Bennett, you can stay right there.
Yeah, Corporal, I'm not quite sure what what we're doing.
Because he would have to approve a offer, right? Or we would discuss the offer with Corporal Bennett. Are we gonna discuss that offer on YouTube? That's why I asked him to go to the breakout room.
No, I'll put Corporal Bennett in the breakout room as well. And
Be in room
do we
2.
need to find the city attorney? What is this on? Let me see what his.
Let me
charges
see
are.
if he has an improper license. No
Expired
license on
plate.
person in expired place. Let me see if he has any documents. It might be fairly quick.
Perfect.
Might have put too much or something.
Madam Clerk?
He has a valid driver's license.
Wonderful. Well, he has the license and the registration. He just showed them to me. I'll bring him out of the breakout room.
Okay.
Mr. Goss said if it was valid, he would dismiss me.
There we go. Oh, I brought him back out. I didn't know. Oops. Corporate, I bought you out, but my apologies. I didn't know if you talked to the.
Mr. Goss, have you talked to Corporal Bennett?
I think she told me. I think she told me. So we have 11 pages and today was 10, so it's gonna be like this time. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So anybody that has.
Yeah, a few of these people got like a lot, so that's probably why it seemed like something. Anthony.
Okay.
Bass. See this person? Anthony Bass. He taking up this page. And then we have another person who taking up another page, so that's why I look. So, yeah. we got-
Corporal Bennett?
Yes.
were you a part of the conversation on the plea?
No, but I'm good with it, whatever it is.
Corporal
Okay.
Bennett, you wouldn't answer me when I called your name. Don't act like that.
Oh, I
He
wasn't
answering.
by the computer,
Oh.
Yeah, he wasn't answering us either.
but I'm
He has
sure.
valid documentation. He has his insurance and registration. I mean, his registration and his license. They ran his license and it is valid. So there's an offer for a dismissal with a stipulation to probable cause.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Now I'm calling the people versus Michael M. Bakri, ticket number P1387210, count 1, expired plates, count 2, no insurance, no proof of insurance. Ticket number P1387214, 1 count of failure to display a valid operator's license not on person. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the corporal.
Yes, ma'am. Corporal Daryl Bennett, badge 4320, Detroit Police Department.
Attorney Phyllis Gaten Robinson, P71733, on behalf of Mr. Bakri. Mr. Bakri, please state your name for the record.
Michael Bakri.
Your Honor, Mr. Bakri has provided documentation of having valid registration and a valid license to me. The registration expires 5/10/23 and his license expires 2/3/26. We would ask that these matters be dismissed.
Okay, so the court recognizes that an officer of the court has confirmed that the plate on the car and the insurance is also valid. The court has also confirmed the valid driver's license, therefore all matters will be dismissed without prejudice. Mr. Bakri, make sure you keeping these documents in the vehicle with you at all times, sir, so that you're not spending an entire day in my courtroom.
Okay,
All right, have a good day, sir.
thank you. Can I leave?
Yes.
Yes, you are free to go. You're done. That concludes your matter.
Have a good day, everybody.